They all coming out of the woodwork, ain't they? Knock one, cut one head off the snake. The other one grows in its place. Cut off the head of the snake, and the other one, another head grows in its place. And it gets more irritating, more hideous, more crazier than anything. It just looks slimy and slithery, like most of these Negroes who keep attacking Umar Johnson for whatever reason, I do not know. There's a more deeper reason than what us supporters believe. One of the supporters, TCTV, he's a little bit more equipped than I am in terms of keeping updates with stuff. Me, when I have something, I text Umar and say, do you need a little bit of this? Do you need a little bit of that? Do you need any help with anything? Or I'll text him and say, niggas love to get on your nerves. And then he would text me back and say, don't worry about it. Basically, I'm not worried about Humble King. Humble King is not only a clown, but he's kind of late to the party. Real late. Now he's talking about Umar supporters are stupid and you can't teach stupid. Well, you're right. I'd rather be stupid than ignorant. You see, you can cure stupid, but ignorance has a far deeper, you had to have surgery to get rid of ignorance. So he's driving around in this car, whatever. And, on the for real side, I understand the frustrations of people. You give money out and you give money and you give money to black folks, and it seems like you give little to nothing back. Then you proclaim that this person has just came along to the scene. Some of you, not all of you. The rest of you is like, well, he's been doing this for 20 years. He's been doing this for 20 years, been getting donations for 20 years, and we ain't seen a doorknob on the project. First of all, they got the dates wrong. Secondly, they don't know how much the donations were by the end of the day, how much he purchased for the school. It's a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that. First, he speaks so well. He's a well speaker, but I would rather not have him touch a chinny chin chin on my kids. But you'd rather have your uncle touch your kid. Shall we go there? Yes, we shall go there. You get wild nephews running around acting LBGTQ-ish. And this man is here to cure all that. I would love to have to take my kids to Umar school if I lived on that side of the state. I would love to take my kids there, because he's going to teach what they call military science. Sad. Humble King, I understand your frustration. Humble King, I understand that people go through stuff in life and we do whatever we got to do to survive. I understand that. But on the other hand, you just like, you're no different from, I damn near say Hitler. I damn near say Hitler. Why do I say that? Because the moment you end up opening your mouth, you call us by our names. Well, I ain't no fun. I ain't. You can call anybody, but just don't call me no punk. You call us by our names. You say we don't know what we're doing, and you can't teach stupid, and we're dumb to support a man who purchased two abandoned buildings. Well, how about this? If we're stupid, will we be stupid enough to continue donating to a man who wants to solve the prison to school pipeline? I said that before. If we're stupid, we want to solve how we can survive these crazy times like the COVID and whatever else is coming down the street. You get on Dr. Sabby, you disrespect Claude Anderson, but you rather go with a nigga like Q Butter. I don't know the man. I don't know who he is, but they say he's willing and able to replace Umar Johnson. I beg to differ. First of all, I wouldn't even send my kids to no dude named Q Butter. Oh my God. I want to ask you a question, sir. Since we're all stupid, since we're all not intelligent, what can you do to solve the hypocrisy and democracy of white supremacy? And don't say go vote. Don't say that. Because voting for two lesser evils, voting for a snake versus another venomous snake, does nothing for me but get me killed. Hell, it's getting me killed already. It's getting me killed already. All these vast killings that are going on still to this day. We had a riot not too long ago. You remember? You remember that riot that we had a long time ago here in Vegas? Yeah. Remember those two shootings of police officers getting shot in the head? They're going to find a way to eliminate that because they see us as a threat. They see us as, they have allies. We don't. Of course, we have the Jamaicans, we got the Haitians, we got the Cubans, we got some of British people, European blacks, even Chinese blacks, and they're integrating over there. I do not know why. But we have what we got is ourselves. If we're so stupid, sir, what are you doing in your life to make things better for black boys and black girls other than watching Meg Thee Stallion shake a little tush and showing it to your kids? I don't know why we keep watching these women and cussing and carrying on with our children in the background. That sounds like good parenting to you? I don't think so. But I guess this is the era that we live in. crack babies. African American crack babies who still believe in the system. That the system works for us when you know it doesn't. And I know I'm get some clown on this channel. You don't like Chi-Town. You look down on black Americans. You look down on black people. No, I don't. You're doing it to yourselves. Every other day. Not all, but some. You end up whooping your own asses every single day. Every single night. Some but not all. Some but not all. Putting your own foot in your mouth. You can't support anyone that's black. Let's just admit that. There are those, and if you are a supporter of, say, Dr. Claude Anderson or others, big ups to you. The man is 90-some years old, and he just wants to retire. He just wants to sit back, kick back, and say, "I've done my job." I talked with Senate. I talked with the Senate. I talked with Congress. Try to get black people some independence. Try to get black people some businesses. Ran my own company and written 5 books. Yet he's being disrespected. A 90-some-year-old man. Because you follow some crazy ass woman who constantly disrespects Claude Anderson and Adolphs. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Now, I have nothing against Yvette Cornell. Nothing. But when you respect my elders who's done way far than you have, you just follow along who says, we're going to do most of the work. What work? Oh, we're going to go to the polls and we're going to vote for who can get us government jobs. All fine and dandy for a teenager. But what about the business side of it? What about our businesses? What about black independence? What about black-owned banks? One United is just one bank. What about black independence? Instead of calling us names, sir, do you have a plan? Do you have an agenda? Can you stop white supremacy? Can you stop white supremacy? Can you slow it down? Can you not pick up a weapon and start beating us upside the head with it? Just like the slave master had his little sidekick. Well, he stayed underground while the rest of us had to live in caves and hooches. Why don't you pick up that same attitude and tell Donald Trump to kiss my ass? How about that? But you too good for that, ain't you? You too good to tell anybody else to kiss my ass. Instead, you on your little phone or whatever, driving to wherever you're driving to point A to point B, talking shit. No, it ain't about being dumb. You can cure dumb, but you can't cure ignorance, which you clearly are, sir. Plain fucking ignorant. So, without even wasting another ounce of breath, you, sir, banned from black society. Actually, let me take that back. Banned from African society. You are banned. You are pushed out. You are blacked out. So you keep continuing to believe in the system. You keep continuously Believe in what all these other people tell you. But when shit go down, and it hasn't slowed down yet, and you looking for answers, we ain't got nothing for you, bruh. There's one who specific. He may not have all the answers, but he at least has a book, a formula to getting our future kids and our kids help that they need, that the white man and the white woman cannot give them because they are unqualified to talk about black anything, African anything. I honestly wish you would transform your attitude from being ignorant to being a teacher, because some of these kids need to learn discipline, sir. But it's kind of too late for you, because you just displayed to me and your little cronies that you are unfit for real Africanity, real African work. See, you're afraid, and I understand you are afraid. You're afraid of, if it does work out, the same person that supposedly yelled like a madman towards Lord Jamal, and that's all you niggas need to have to claim, is that one little tiny little interview. One little interview. Bruh, he's done plenty of interviews. And he's very, very passionate. I said that also. He's very, very passionate about making this agenda come true. And you just too damn chicken shit to help him. So, with that being said, y'all can make all the videos y'all want. Y'all can cry to the heavens, cry to the white man. Excuse me. Y'all can cry to the white man. Y'all can keep crying and crying and crying, just like that bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm telling mommy on you. You stole money from my mama. My mama, my mama, my mama, my mama. Where your daddy at? My mama, my mama. That's all y'all niggas do, is just break little Swisher Sweets up and smoke weed all day. Do something with yourself, niggas. Be active. Be active. Get up off your ass and be active. Come on, go into the school and pick up some garbage or something. Say, I'll help out. I volunteer. Maybe, just maybe, progress will go a little bit more smoother. But, nah. If he opens his school up, let me tell you something. I'm 2 for 2 right now. I am 2 for 2. Y'all, with 1 minute, y'all complain about the school because he's been getting donations from all these different web pages, GoFundMe and Cash App, Pen Pal, all these different companies, right? Then he gets audited. Okay, cool. Then he comes out with this. He comes out with the school. Bam. Then Leonard Honor, I don't forgive me for mentioning his name, because I said I wasn't going to name his man again, but I got to tell you who I'm talking about. Leonard Honor was bitching and complaining not only about the school, but about the book. Where the book? Where the book? Where the book? Boom! He comes out with the book. I'm 2 for 2. If he gets this school up and running, I don't listen. If it happens to be, I don't know, another year to get things straight, then God damn it, it's gonna be another year. Stop complaining. If you want things to go smooth, then go help him out. But then again, you have a problem with how he conducts himself. He's conducting himself like all young men should. And just because he has had a couple of blow ups, really? So let me ask you a question. If you borrowed some money from a company, if you borrow some money from the government that you desperately need, and you just got fired from your job, and I ask you when payday comes, which is about, I'd say about a month, take it to a month, and I ask the first time, when are we gonna get our first payment? And you go, it's gonna come soon. It's gonna be coming soon. You want an extension? Yeah, sure. Did the extension. Second week, second month, third month comes around, and I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Third month, it goes on for years and years and years, and then you get notices in the mail for years and years, and you get prank phone calls for years and years and years and years and years. That kind of frustrates you after a while. After a while, it gets frustrating. I feel his pain. It's not like he called him a nigga, called him a bitch ass nigga. I didn't hear nothing like that. I mean, I think he was being very sincere, to be perfectly honest with you. But and he still prays, and he still talks in a good sense about Lord Jamal to this day. But Lord Jamal don't know that. Lord Jamal just keeps stabbing him in the back. He has respect for Lord Jamal. He has respect for Raw Digger, of course. But when you keep asking steady questions that you've been asking for years on years on, trust me, I know. I've been rocking with this man since 2010. I think 2009. I think. I've been rocking with this man since Black and Nobel, man. Everything gonna be all right. But you keep talking this nonsense. You keep talking the same bullshit. But I understand the frustration. And I got to be the one to come on here and tell you, sit down. Be quiet. Grab a cup of coffee and learn something. Grab a cup of coffee and learn something. Why don't you go to not Google, but YouTube, Dr. Umar and his speeches, and see if he means well. He said, all scholars mean well. Not all. Not all. See, I have respect for Red Pill and Blue Pill. I have respect for Shaka Amos. And I definitely have respect for Brother Polite. Now, what these brothers do on a day-to-day basis outside of the noise, I don't know and I don't care. That's their business, not mine. Same thing with Umar. If Umar wants to, listen, I could care less what he does with his personal life. But what he's doing right now, that's the agenda. And that's what we should be focused on. And it seems like to me, you don't want that to happen. Which means you give less of a damn about, I would say, hell, possibly even your own. If there was a better life, a better way to educate and teach the teachings about nutrition, teach the teachings about arts and learning how to write in a checkbook, learning how to do cursive writing at an early age. Not everybody can learn how to do cursive writing at an earlier age. My kids do it all the time. My kids do it all the time. My daughter has been doing cursive writing since the second grade. Okay. She learned a little bit about it in the first, but she did the actual real cursive writing in the second grade. With most learning in the third and the fourth. She learned how to read precision, speedy precisions first and second grade. I predict that my daughter is going to graduate at an early age. But the only thing about the school is they don't teach enough real black history for me. It's the same old, same old, same old. And if you listen to Dr. Umar's speeches, he would tell you about real science, real black history. African history. But we don't want to learn all that because we're happy where we're at. Not me. I'm looking further ahead. I don't know about you, brother, but I'm looking forward ahead. But as I said before, you don't have to cross. You don't have to cross that way. Stay where you at. We don't want you over here. You stay right where you at and be a disbeliever. And we gonna turn them banding buildings into something special.